Back, let's pop in IG, TikTok, Meta, Facebook, wherever you watching this. Look, we're gonna teach you guys how to make a hi-hat. And I basically had a tut on like how to make certain like sounds. But we gonna redo it. Like, you feel me? You're gonna redo all this over. So basically, you want to get some white noise. You feel me? You want to get some white noise, and that's how you basically, how can I say? That's how you make all these different drum sounds. You feel me? Now, I already did it, but as you can see, I typed in like white noise. Well, let me type it in again because I guess it went away. You type in white noise right here in the browser, right? And let me bring the mic closer. And it's gonna show you all these different versions of the white noise. All right, and then you can start manipulating that. So we got some white noise here in the browser, and I'm gonna just bring you down. So I took this. It was probably way longer like that, and we cut it. All right, and then I consolidated that and brought it down, so I could literally open up. Like I could put up that out knob. All right. Then we went down further, and I kept doing it just so I can have more control. And this right here, I put it on some presets. So that white noise, I put it on some presets right here on track 1. And we basically cut it by self, normalize, and boost knob. We highlight the clipper under that. So I did some stuff with the EQ. Put another EQ just to and I'm gonna go through and let y'all hear them. All right, and we got to that, and then I did some soft clipper. Like, those are the presets for the soft clipper right here. Those are the dials. Nothing crazy. Fruity squeeze. All right, and I did some flanges. All right, and it's literally nothing like. You probably thinking like, oh, what's the exact like dials? It's really not that serious. You're gonna do it to ear, all right? You're gonna make your hi-hat. You're gonna like put out into the world your creations of what you think sounds great as a hi-hat. Then we got to this level. So I consolidated that hi-hat. You feel me? And then we got down to here, and this is the hi-hat that we have after a couple twist of the knobs, and we put it on some a whole nother mixer preset. And as you can see, I had like the reverb up there and the flanges, and that is like a preset I have. I think it's like hi-hat sauce god or something like that. It's one of these hi-hat ones. Like, it's right here. Use one reverb, and that's basically just the flanges in one of these reverbs. All right, so I took the reverbs off, and I got the spreader going. All right, and I don't even think I'm using the spreader. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I think I was just using this corkscrew. But let me just turn this. I'll turn these all off. So basically, this says that I consolidated. All right, so it's just the settings right here. Turn up the out knob. You feel me? And if we put it back on here, it doesn't sound. All right, it doesn't sound like. It doesn't sound anything crazy, really. I'm gonna be real with y'all. So after that, I consolidated that hat. All right, and I got this hi hat. And I made basically the hi hats I just made are gonna be in my new drum kit, right here. So these are all the hats I made. All right, and I'll just I'll go to another. Well, we can go to another a mixer, and I can just like show you guys. But basically, that's it. That's how you make a hi hat, right? All right, so now let's just do it real quick just to show y'all. So this is a quick one. All right, this is a quick one. So like I said, you get some white noise. All right, and you can add it, and the playlist has an audio clip, and you don't need it to be too long. All right, so we could get it down to like here, just to start. I'm going to hold on, wait, real quick. I'm going to copy, consolidate that. All right. Actually, my fault. I don't want to do it like that. Just so we could show you guys the process. All right. And what we're gonna do is turn up the out knob. All right. You see that? Now you come in and you cut again. All right. We're gonna consolidate that. Now, like this right here, you normalize, you boost it, you cut, you turn up that out knob again. All right. But you need some of that. You need some of that like down here. All right. All right. So this is the same thing down here as up there. All right. And what you want to do is what I did. I'll go stereo separation. I got that that preset. My fault. I got that preset, and it's basically just the flanges and one of the reverbs. That's what the preset is basically called. Like it's hi-hat sauce, but use one reverb so you can kind of see how it will sound. All right, and I'm gonna redo it. So we got it on for the drums on the flanges, and that's what that reverb sounds like. This is what this reverb sounds like. All right. So I had those off. I wasn't really even using those reverbs. All right. Now you want to go back into your hi-hat, potential hi-hat, right? And you want to start, messing with it a little bit. All right. Now we come down to here to the resonance. It'll fill it up, right? You got the EQ. So I'm just messing with some of the knobs real quick. And just so we can move along, we're going to copy, consolidate that. All right. And if you can't see it, it's basically super like compressed. So we got to normalize that. Boom. Put the boost on. We can go to channel 2. What's it called? Track 2. Track mixer 2. Alright, now, just to like make it way quicker, like, alright, so you can switch the frequency. Alright, you could probably get a decent hi-hat. Utilizing the frequency shifter, alright? But we're not gonna go that direction. We're gonna show you how we can do it like with just stock plugins, regular. All right, little EQ. Let's bring down this EQ right here, and this one we're gonna put on default. All right. Now you wanna little soft clipper. Little fruity squeeze. All right, I don't even know which one this is. It's not default or grit. It's gonna be low squeak. We're gonna go on low squeak preset right now. Square eyes. Turn up the amount, the relation. And right here is like different frequencies of hi-hats. Alright, maybe a little bit of fast distort. Alright, so we're gonna copy, paste, consolidate that. Alright. And I think we almost there. And that's basically it. Like a little bit of out. Alright. Turn down the EQ. Pogo. Alright, now look. You're pretty much there. Like, now the last thing I would do is put this on like a preset that you already have. Like if you make beats, now I mean you're gonna have some hi-hat presets. So I got some presets. Alright. So that's gonna be one. So I'll consolidate that. Alright. We're gonna bring this down, go back up to here. We're gonna go to the 3. We're gonna go to that. That was one you know, EQ. Hold up, my fault. Alright, so we got that one. Alright, so we're gonna copy, paste, consolidate that. We're gonna bring that down. We're gonna go back. And you're just gonna run through your own presets. Like, you feel me? Like how you basically make hi-hats. Like, oh, okay, I got this hi-hat, you know, preset. I got this one too. Alright. Same thing, you can bring that down. Alright. And I don't gotta go through all my presets, but like, you know, I just want to show y'all, like, you feel me? I got this one. Alright. Then we got this one. File. And after that super hi-hat rack, I got this one right here. And this is like the hi-hat tutorial preset. Alright. And as you guys can tell, we got a bunch of different hi-hats. So right here, we got this one. Alright. And I would just normalize, clip, and I'll save this. I'm going to save this to the kit. We can go in here. Now I mean, this is going to be 12. Alright. It's going to be like a 13. And of course we can like, go back after and, like maybe sauce them up a little bit more. Nothing too crazy. And this is gonna be 14. I mean, and like, some of these hi-hats, they'll sound the same. You'll be like, dang, this one sound like this one. But like the dynamics and the transients aren't the same. And then like all you gotta do is like, go back and maybe some EQ and boost a couple things with the EQ and consolidate it, save it, and you'll have a different hi-hat. And me, I wouldn't delete any of these. I would keep all these like real quick. Like, nah, it means like soon as you find something creative, like keep that, save that. And if you can replace it later, but don't like delete them. Like you feel me? So we got that, and then we can save this one. And that's it. Now I done jumped up from like 11 hi-hats to like 16. Like you feel me? So some of these I might have to sauce them out again. But that's really it. And then I'm going to save this. This is Sauce Pack 4, hi-hat, tut. I put Orama 2. So then we can go, we can save it. We can go to new project, right? We can exit out FL Studio. All right. And then we're going to go straight to our hi-hats. You can see all our hi-hats right here. All right. And like I said, they'll sound the same, but they're really not. They're literally not the same hi-hats. Like, and that's that envelope, as you can see, that 808 envelope, like, it's just like an 808, like, mafia type of thing. Like, I got in there, like, people who sound design and they're great at making beats. I just put it for the 808, like, envelope, whatever. But you can use it on your claps, your hi-hats, all that. Now, this one, great example. I don't like this one. Alright, you see how we can sauce it up a little bit? Alright, so boom. Now I can resave that to 15. You feel me? Alright, so we can go. Let me see. We can go. I could reset. I wish they'd make like I pray FL make something where you can reset the pre-computed effects. You feel me? All right. So and those are the hi-hats real quick. So let's see how much time we took. We're under 20 minutes, not bad. So basically, it's very simple, but you're gonna just utilize white noise. And this is sound designing, and that's how you get like hi-hats. I'm gonna be real with y'all, and like that's how I made a lot of hi-hats like these. There's a little bit more into it. Like you're gonna have to like for this one, you can reshape it. Like I reshaped that hi-hat. You feel me? A lot of people be like, "Oh, I don't like that hi-hat, whatever, whatever." But it's just you could like you see the shape of it. That's all it is like, you shaping the hi-hat. That's it. Um but yeah, man, like y'all take your time, make a bunch of different hi-hats. This one is like, I basically cut something and I structured it like that. Like you see how this is like that. That could have been like over here or something like that. And I just like switched it around. Like you feel me? And of course you wanna, have a reference hi-hat. So like if you can go into FL, go into your packs, like, just for the sake of this touch, you know, 808 close hat, and this will be your reference. All right, so you want to try to be your best to make something like that. All right, so basically that's it, y'all. Other than that, that's the how to make a hi-hat tutorial. Y'all, appreciate y'all. Look, we got free kits in the bio right now. We got more on the way. A lot of blessings for y'all on the way this week, this month, whenever you're watching this. And just subscribe for more. Do me a favor if you appreciate the information. Subscribe for more. And shout out all my resources. You feel me? So just to run it down again, you're gonna need a reference hi-hat. You feel me? To start this off on. I already kind of have it in my head. You feel me? But any hi-hat. You feel me? So you could pick a couple, and then you could basically start making hats off of that. Like, you feel me? And how you reference it would be like this. You can put it in a track, right? And let me just show y'all real quick how you reference it. So you go to a track mixer and you do the EQ. Hold on, let me see. Alright, so this could be a reference. It might need a little bit more, like, fine tuning, but basically where it was at. You feel me? Maybe right here on 5, you see that it had that dip. You feel me? Maybe on 4, you see where it had that high pitch. You feel me? And you just want to get it to where it's supposed to be. And that's basically it. Alright? You'll take your hi-hat, you feel me, and match everything. Maybe this one, like, you get it like that. You feel me? And then you'll put your hi-hat into here, and then, you'll consolidate that. And then it should sound like, when you get the pitch right and you tune it, it should literally sound like the reference hi-hat. It's gonna take a lot of twists of the knobs, but that's pretty much it, y'all.